Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play LOTRO with me, Balthelion, and today we're formatting this, so I'm joined once again by Halafor.
Hello.
And Benji.
Good afternoon.
I'm also joined by Riel.
There.
So we've got, once again, I'm on my minstrel, Hal's on his guardian. Benji's now got a lore master, which I don't think we've seen in the series so far. And
Don't expect it to be any good.
yeah, it'll be better than mine. And Riel is on a burglar, which you have seen. So we're just inside the doors of Moria now.
Welcome to
I haven't seen the
Casa
Burglar in the
Tu.
series before.
The dwarves love shouting, yeah. So there we go. There's the full map of Moria. As you can see, there's about
class.
10 different regions. There's actually one that's outside as well, on top of the mountains. But we're going to slowly end up working our way through there between levels, kind of like 50 and 60, even though we're kind of all over the place with our levels at the moment.
Dimrundale counts as Moria as well.
It does, yeah. The very closest part of the Laurelin map.
With the mirror Mia.
So we have, I think, 2 quests to pick up in here. And we have a stable master that we can talk to.
There
None
should
of this
be
matters.
3 quests, shouldn't there? Or
Your
2 quests,
your
and
goal
one of
is
them gives us
tiny.
a follow-on.
Your goat is like a baby.
It's a pony goat.
The pony god,
It's
what
a
the hell
pony
is
goat.
it?
You will notice we have forsaken our horses now because we're in Moria. Horses are not allowed in Moria. So because we're all somewhat experienced players, we all have goats of our own on our characters. So Val gets a tiny goat because he's a filthy hobbit, where the rest of us all get bigger goats.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
And I think Benji and Riel are using the same goat, and I think you'll be using the same goat as them, aren't you, Val? The dusky nimblefoot that you get.
I'm just using, yeah, the crappy 60 health cheap one.
Yeah. Whereas I'm
Whatever it is.
using the anniversary super goat, although it's
Oh,
actually
no, it's the wrong one.
it doesn't matter for you anyway because you've got your buy more judgment trait, haven't you?
I do. So it is a 78% speed goat, but it's still only 60 health, so it does get dismounted
You
fairly
will
easy.
get one shot, yeah. Now the best part of Moria is you immediately enter it and then immediately have to leave again because I have no reason why.
Because you're laying down a banner for the fallen.
Yeah, but no one cares.
Yeah, but you're respecting the fallen.
But we don't care.
But
None
you're
of us are
respecting
dwarves.
the
Riel,
fallen.
I've just spent 50 levels to get into fucking Moria, and then I have to leave again.
I know.
He's been waiting all this time. He's been waiting, I don't know what we're on, 170 odd episodes or something? I don't know.
I have no idea. To get into Moria, and immediately, the first thing we have to do in this goddamn place is leave.
Well, we did the bedbook.
And all we've got to do, turf the bedbugs out of someone's bed and then go, leave. And the entire reason is to put up a banner for some dwarves. I mean,
And these
who
are the
gives
stupid
a
dwarves
shit?
that were throwing stones in the Watcher's pool, so they deserved it.
So did Merry and Pippin deserve it?
Yeah.
Yes. However, they have plot armor, unfortunately.
That doesn't help me in my Battle for Middle-earth playthroughs. They can still die.
Yeah, but Boromir can live, so it's a win-win situation.
Right, so we've actually got a head start actually on our Grobog Slayer because those bedbugs count for the Grobogs. Am I right in thinking there's something? Oh, there's a red.
He's up here and around.
Yeah.
I just can't remember if there's something. Do we have to go collect some? Yeah,
We
there's
have to
a
collect
bone
weapons
pile.
back here for book 4 or book 5.
There's definitely something down the side of these steps we have to rummage in a pile.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
we've got to go
weapons.
rummage down here, but it's an around job just to get to. What gets me is this is the entranceway of Moria, yeah. Why have they got some like forges? Who puts forges in your entranceway? I mean, they're dwarves, but
The first thing, just in case someone
Well, to be
takes
fair,
it, then.
it's for convenience. You wouldn't have to ride right to the centre of Moria in the main hall just to do your forging. It'd be a bit shit.
no, they strangely they would put the forges in the heart of fire, which we will discover at some point.
But if anyone ever took the entrance to Moria, then so you can have easy time setting up shop.
Well, someone did take the entrance
Yeah.
of Moria. That was the entire problem. We cannot get out. They've taken the first hall, and the first hall's on the other side.
Yeah.
But the Watcher in the water puddle comes up to the doors of this one, which is why Balin and co can't run. Well, Balin's dead by that point, but anyway. Spoilers, Balin dies.
No.
I know.
My cousin Balin will give us a warm welcome.
No one. Makes me somewhat sad on that, because like Balin's one of the better dwarves in the Hobbit films.
He's one of the only dwarves that was, you know, properly
Given a
fleshed out.
character. Yeah, but he's kind of like the wise, like old lore master of the crew. You know, like knows like the history of the dwarves and like what's what. With the
Oh, I got to do it 6 times. Come on.
Yep.
Yeah, and then his first thought after this is that we should go reclaim Moria. But yeah, great plan, man.
That, after everything that's gone horribly wrong so far, you have literally filled my mailbox up with your nuts.
Power of acorns compel you.
I'll just summon you into like a pit in Moria or something.
Oh, there's a deed for that anyway.
There is.
What for summon someone into a bed?
No, you have to jump
No.
into like every different pit in Moria.
Oh, okay.
All
Every
the named
different-
pits.
Every zone has a bit where you can like essentially fall to your death, yeah?
Okay, and then you.
And if you fall to your death in every zone, you get a title deed.
Also, you get a title for jumping down the well.
Yep, but we're not there yet.
We're
Okay.
going to push you down it.
Val,
What?
why have you got a halted experience?
He's
Because-
got Stone of the Tortoise on, because he's
Oh, okay.
over leveled.
Okay.
All of
doesn't-
us
I
apart
got
from you are
level 5,
over leveled. I just want to slow myself down, so.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Moria's meant to cover the 50 to 60 level range, but since they revamped it, you can easily get like 15 levels out of it, especially if you're doing the instances. And we are, so.
I mean,
I want to try and be
the
level
reason-
appropriate.
The reason for that is basically now, because it's revamped, you will do pretty much every quest in every area of Moria. Before, the quests were really badly spread out, and some of them, you could quite easily miss some and not even know that they were there. There's a couple that were in like Zell and Melek, but you just didn't know they were there unless you like stumbled across them or had a guide. Now that they've like rejigged it all with the Moria revamp, everything is now like a lot easier to find, and you will pretty much do every quest without any issue.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of a pain getting your way around in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now all the quests are Balin's Camp was notorious as well. There was a load of quests at Balin Camp that no one would ever do because getting up to Balin's Camp was a pain. But now it's not an issue. There's now pretty much all the quests are in the camp, so you're directed to each NPC, which will give you all the quests. Yeah. So now it's a lot easier to actually get a hold of the quests. So you end up doing more of them than you would ever have done.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't
So you
forget,
get more XP.
don't forget to pick up this dwarf axe over here, if you haven't.
Oh, I did forget about it because I didn't know it was there.
They've also made it easier to do the explorer deeds and such because you're directed to them. I like how clueless the guy is. There's like 3 dwarves down there, down the corridor, and they can't even see that like one of their dwarf mates has dropped his axe and is getting shanked just round the corner. Like literally, he's getting shanked just round the corner here.
Yeah.
Look, he's been shanked. Oh, come on, Riel, you should have left it so we could see on camera that it was being shanked. Plus, it just makes it a pain now because we're going to have to wait for everybody to do it.
You cannot defeat me! He's dead, but he's still screaming his head off.
This is the other one that was a pain to whoever see. If you didn't know where it was, Shemelduri or whatever, looking over the bridge.
Yeah, I should probably actually trigger that one here.
There's a quest anywhere down the stairs to do. This is like a little dwarf homestead almost that you never knew that was there unless you actually knew where it was. Hey, where are you going, Bal? Down here.
I need a
Down
hand
here,
in. I've got a hand in!
There's no point handing it in until you've done this quest.
Well, I've done it anyway.
You
I'm listening
screwball.
back at him now, so.
I know, but this quest, like, you do these 3 quests, then you hand in, then you move on. God, you're so inefficient. I want to kill you. I'm going to spy you next time I see you.
Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity.
This guy's got daddy issues because his daddy like promised him that there was promising like hiding here, but there's not. So he's really unhappy.
Now, one of the advantages is that since I'm a cook, I don't have to worry about getting all these nodes around Moria.
One of the advantages of being a higher level player with many 100s is that I don't have to worry about it either, strangely.
Well, you don't have to, but you know what I'm like. If I see node, collect node.
Yeah. But this is my metalsmith, and he's already up to tier 9.
But I'm not gonna have the problem of like finding loose potatoes on the floor in Moria, so it'd be a lot easier.
They totally screwed. You should write an angry blog post about that to Turbine and say that they screwed over cooks in Moria because you can't collect any ingredients.
Yeah, so you just need like sacks of spuds lying around, you know.
Well, there's piles of helix wood lying around for no reason.
Left.
It could be worse. It could just be like discarded branches. At least there's like sense to having, you know, some planks lying around. Alright, that's 6.
Now, the other wonderful thing now is that we're playing this on patch 18.1. Also, what I'm dubbing as the wonderful anti-grind patch. So, beyond a couple of bug fixes and the other various things that they did in this patch, they also massively reduce the amount of mobs that you need to kill for various slay deeds across Middle-earth. Pretty much, the starter region ones weren't touched, but pretty much everything from Lone Lands onwards was reduced by quite a large amount, and especially mobs that were quite rare to be found in regions. Those were quite heavily reduced as more than others were. What this effect allows it to do is that you can now finish the slow deeds a hell of a lot easier. It's now a lot less of a chore, and you might actually end up finishing more like deeds casually questing through the regions, especially if you're doing the instances in Moria. Although the actual instance deeds themselves weren't affected. So, like the old area door and the old Moria instance deeds, which do give virtues, the newer instance clusters don't. They're unaffected by this.
The owner of
But still, it's an overall very nice change.
The owner of the dwarf axe.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Viao, are you already in the Goblin Triumph?
I am indeed, yeah.
Alright. So you're running off without us. If you wait for Benji though, because we'll probably end up cleaning out this camp.
Yeah, I'm not planning on starting it until Benji's down, but I think Hal's already in there.
I've already murdered half of them.
Exactly.
Typical.
Now these mobs have actually got corruptions on them. It's something worth explaining, I guess.
Yeah, we did touch on that.
I haven't really seen. Yeah, but Moria's where it became much more prominent, and then like you get out of Moria and you don't see it again until you hit you don't see it again unless you do instant. Well, no, Mirkwood it showed up in Mirkwood, didn't there, on normal mobs?
Mirkwood, there were some with like disgusting corruptions.
Disgusting ones, yeah, like at the landing site, yeah, like you had to remove it 3 times to remove it.
I'm getting.
But then
a lot
after
of
Mirkwood, you didn't really see it until you actually did instances.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion. If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with
This
the
poor
orcs.
guy in Global. Out of a champion and a burglar, which would be more fun to solo? And it's just like, let me think about this one. You have got possibly
Burglar is
you've
fine
got
for
the
solo.
worst class in the game versus one of the best classes in the game. Hard choice.
Yeah, but Burglar can just sneak past everything, so you don't have to fight it anyway. If you don't
Yeah,
want.
but Burglar is the worst class in the game. There's like, there isn't even a class that comes close to Burglar in terms of like worst class at the moment.
That's because they've kind of nerfed the usefulness of utility classes. You don't need CC or stuff like that at the moment. So Burglars kind of suffer since they are like the one class that is just single target still.
Yeah, it's single target damage in an era where AoE is like amazing. Their DPS is poor compared to other single target classes such as the Hunter. And Yeah, they've got no use. Literally, you could like the Burglar could be removed from the game, and I'm not even sure anyone complain, except maybe the Yetin's crew, who like Burglar for its stealth up there.
I'd be livid.
Yeah, but you don't even play LOTRO anymore. You don't even pretend like you do.
It would remove half of my roster.
Only half?
Right. And how many of this roster do you actually play?
You know me, I like my Hobbit
Exactly.
classes.
Exactly. Look, just remake them all as Hobbit Wardens and you'll be good.
No.
Given that Warden is actually a good class in this game. Come now though, Burglar's in a terrible place.
They need some love, and I think they were looking at it and they decided, oh, screw it.
No, they have.
They didn't want to buff.
Your Burglar sigils were massively buffed with this patch. If you look, your Burglar sigils now give a hell of a lot more stat than they used to, but it's still not enough.
Right.
I need one more coin.
There's a man here. Bang! There we go. All done?
But yeah, purely single target, bad. Their CC's lackluster because no one cares about it. Things like fellowship maneuvers are no longer used.
Ooh,
And
an
since
elfin
Burglars were like,
box.
Burglars one of the classes that reliably set up conjunctions, yeah?
These halls will be great once more.
Yeah, they could be removed, I say. No one would care, except Val, but...
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm. Stand
Okay.
and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
You're going down, are you? I'm going up. I'll see you up.
Ah, shit. It is not that way. Yeah, you get to explore a lot more of the nooks and crannies in Moria. I mean, like half of the Great Delving originally you probably never would have gone to, this being one of the places. So unless you kind of like went poking around, you'd never know this existed. I have to see if we can find that rare mithril flake dropper as well. You know, that tiny Grobog, but the flake is like bigger than it.
It's like an ant, so you know, super strength and that.
These halls will be great once more.
Rare arch nemesis ant
Right here,
confirmed.
and speak with me.
Now
Okay.
is our time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
You have discovered the Palace of Nine.
Lord of Durin Bane.
Nine being one of the sons of Durin.
So there's a nasty nest of horrible insects. We're going to go in there. We're going to murder everything. There is a slayer deed for them, so it's worth murdering everything.
It's a slow deed that gives the best deed of all, discipline. And it is now 62% easier to complete. No, it's not 62% easier, but it's still easier to complete now than it used to be. That said, whilst this is probably the highest concentration of Grobog that you will find out in the open world, there is an easier place to farm them, and that would be the latter part of the 16th Hall instance in Moria.
I've gone the wrong way, I'll be with you in a second.
And also the nest in the Redhorn Loads.
There's more. There's the ones here are more tightly packed than the ones at the Red Horde Lawn. So. And these are a slightly lower level as well, which makes it slightly easier on the farming aspect, I guess.
There's a unusual fungus in this room you can pick up as well,
Yes, there is.
which is giving me a nasty debuff.
Yes, it does. It gives you a rather smelly debuff.